Hello everyone, Sid here back again with another video. In this video we're going to discuss about Laravel 7 CRUD operations. So now you can check we have multiple blocks here, and if you want to create block, just click on the create new block, and here I'm going to put Laravel 7 block. Here you can put whatever you want descriptions. Laravel 7 blog real program I'm going to put inside of the bracket programmer. Okay, so just click on submit button. You can check our blog Laravel 7 block. Okay, so this is created. Now if you want to delete something, I'm going to click on the delete. You can check here is this one is deleted, and if you want to update something, I want to update second one. Here I'm going to put title name Laravel 7 login. Just click on Laravel 7 login is here. Okay, so this is done, and if you want to pagination something, you can also check here is a paginations also. So I'm going to show you how to create Laravel 7 CRUD operation step by step. So let's start. Also I'm going to type here Laravel 7, which is sorry, I'm going to create Laravel 7 CRUD. Okay, I'm going to type this one, composer create project minus prefer list space Laravel slash Laravel CRUD operations. This will now you check this is successfully installed. Now I'm going to use my file which is created in desktop folder. Sorry, I forget, which is created inside of the this folder. So we given the name which is Laravel 7 CRUD something. Okay, so I'm going to inside of the Laravel 7 CRUD, we got it, and here I'm going to use, and here you can type here PHP artisan serve something. So I don't want to do that, I want to use open this project, so I just type here cd dot and that's it. So now I'm using right now VS Code, and so I'm going to inside of the .env file, and here I'm going to put my database which is password is a root @ 123, and here is the username is root, and database name I'm going to create Laravel 7 CRUD. Okay, so we don't need to go anywhere. I'm going to use my terminal, and I'm going to use user is root and space is password is root @ 123. So this is done. Okay, so you can check my terminal is now open. So I'm going to use here create database, and whatever database you want to, I just give a name as a Laravel. Okay, so now this is working. I want to exit this one now, and here we can run our project. So I want PHP artisan serve. Now this is running. Maybe we have one project which is also here. I'm going to close this one. Now I have this one which is running. I'm going to stop. Now again I have just run this command, and we can also add here multiple tab, means multiple commands we can run inside of the VS Code editor. So our database configuration is ready now, and what we need to do, and now we need to create migration. So how to create migration I'm showing you, just don't worry about it. Here we can run something command which is PHP artisan make migration. After that migration we have created as a PHP migrations, and what tables we need to create, we need to put here as a create underscore. I want to create as a table which is block underscore table. Okay, so we have written here, and after that give some space which is for the create equal to I want here as a blocks. Okay, so now just hit. This will take little bit time. Okay, so once this is done, we need to add inside of the database migrations, just we have created with the name of blocks. So we need to check this is the blocks and just check it. This is the blocks which is table will create inside of the database. Okay, we have already two things, which is the id, which is the we need to put, one second, we need to put here as a string what kind of column we want here as title. Okay, one more is descriptions, we want description, and here I want basically as a text, because text area I want. So here, so we have more than 200 something characters, so I want just going to put here as a descriptions in text, as a text. Okay, and here which is created down for the, if you want to drop this one, you can just hit this command. So okay, so this is drawn basically, and now we need to migrate php. Let it be this one, I'm going to put this id. Let's check again. Now this is done. Maybe this is something issue. Oh, I forget, we need to put inside of the increments here as a id. Okay, this one. So we can also run this command. Now we need to again leave it. So now we need to check our database. I have this one, I'm going to run. Now we have created with the name is let me check, Laravel 7 CRUD, which is here Laravel 7 CRUD underscore 7 is CRUD. Okay, so now check, we have table, we have created as a blocks, this way id we have it something. Okay, so now this is done from my side, and now we need to add inside of the routes. I'm going to inside of the routes web.php. Now you can check, we have this route, I want to add new one, which is for the everything. Suppose we want to create a delete and update something, so I'm going to use this one, routes is resource. Okay, so now you can change, we have route which is a created route is resource, and inside of the resource I'm going to put first parameter as a URL. We can hit inside of the URL, and I'm going to also create as a block controller, so I'm going to use as a block controller. Okay, so now we will create as a block controller something. Okay, so now this is done from my side, and now we need to create as a controller and model. So I'm going to type here php artisan make controller and give some space here, which is a controller name basically. So I am going to here as a block controller and give some space resource for CRUD operations I want. So that's why I am going to create as a resource everything's for index and destroy and all methods they will present. I will show you inside of the block controller. Okay, so we have given as a high minus and resource, and after that we want also model. So I am going to create a model also, model and model name. So model name I have written here as a small mistake, which is a resource. Now this is done. So what we need to do here, php artisan make controller, which is a block controller, and hyphen resource, then model and block. So this is done. Now I am going to block model does not exist. Do you want to generate? Yes, I want to generate. Sorry, we need to run here. Yes, I want to generate. So that's why I'm going to type here, yes, this is controller is created and also model also. So now I'm going to inside of the model, which is a present to app http controller, and inside of the controller we have the block controller, and which is a controller, one more is controller. So this block controller is extending which is a controller, is a parent controller. Okay, so now we have the multiple method. You can check here. We have model, which is already we have created we have created model also, and use app block. This is basically our model. We have this one, this one also created automatically. We have when we have run particular this command php artisans make controller and block controller, we have the created, we have already created, which is block controller, and hyphen resource means we have got this method index, we have got create, and we got the store, and we have also show and edit. So this is a predefined method, which is we got from the type of the destroy. So this is done from here, and now we have this particular method, and we will do some operations also. And let me show you something. We have block controller, and inside of the block controller I want to show one page. Okay, so first I am going to inside of the block block controller, which is a method is index, and inside of the index method I want to first run particular one second, run particular, which is basically block I want to create here. So now I'm going to type here as a blocks, which is basically variable, and inside of the blocks I want to here as a block model, and I want to fetch first is latest method. I want to hit here as a latest, and inside of the latest I want to use as a bracket, and after that I want pagination also. So that's why I want to here as a pagination. Okay, so once is done from my side, hope so this is clear for you. We have the predefined method in Laravel. So I just type here I want to, so first is 2, and after that I want to here show page, which is a return method in Laravel. So I want to here return, and after that I want to here as a view we need to load, and inside I want to create one more folder, which is a blocks, and inside the blocks I want to use index. This is the index is basically file, which is the index.blade.php, and after that I want to here compact method. We can pass some parameters, which is a compact. Okay, instead that I want to here hit as a blocks. Okay, once this is done, now we need to do something here for the for especially when we pass the method, and we need to run particular method here something. Now I want to here, where is we got some error. Okay, width. Okay, inside of the width I want to use I, one second, I is, sorry, one second, leave it, one second, I space, one second, here. Okay, so now this is now clear. Okay, so now give some same, we have the first parameter. Now I want to use second parameter inside of the bracket, which is request. Okay, so inside of the request, with the request will be look like this. Okay, so inside of the request I want to use bracket. Okay, once this is request is a functions. Okay, and after that I want to use is operator and member access operator, which is the input I want. Inside of the input I want to use page, and now comma 1. Okay, inside of the comma 1 we want here as -1, just because of the we will calculate as from the 1 from starting from 1, not we don't want to use as a primary key here to print in views. That's why I'm using this one. Okay, so now this is done, we loading particular this method, and now this is done from index, which will be load, and here we will also create some page for if user will load return. I'm going to type here as a return view will create page also, which is inside of the blocks dot create. Okay, this is create method, and store method we will store some particular method will be, if anyone hit, then we will store inside of the this method. Okay, so I want to here as a request, leave it, we will do this after some time. Okay, and also we can use particular method which for the, if anyone hitting the resource, we will call directly, and edit we will also check it. Okay, so now we need to add some inside of the blocks whatever we want to fill. One second, where is block? This is block, and inside of the block I want to use protected in. After that I want to use fill label equal to array. Inside of the array I want to use title comma descriptions for validation. I want to basically description, title and description is done. Now use this one. Now this is done. Okay, so now I want to use this system from my side, and we need to add something, some page inside of the blocks. So I want to create here make directory which is inside of the resource, and resource have view, and here I want to use as a blocks. This is done. Now I want to use different pages. So here is touch, and here we need to add some files which is index.blade.php. I want hit, and after that we need to add, we have created layout.blade.php. this is done. Now we need to create one second, create.blade.php, and we need also edit, and we need to add here so also, where we will show all things. Now this is done. So now we going to add some layout inside of the layout.blade.php. now I'm going to show you where is resource. This is resource view blocks. Inside of the blocks we need to use as a layout.blade.php. I want to run everything is here. Okay, so once this is done we can use the bootstrap method also, and here I am going to use HTML5, and here we have the title. We can print here as a main layout, and here main, basically this is main. I want here main layout, and inside the body, and here I want to use bootstrap 4. Also you can get here from bootstrap. I have already created blog, so you can take it from my blog. Okay, so we have blog and I have created everything, so I want to use this one. I will explain you step by step everything. So look, this is for the bootstrap created, and here I have added, which is a controller. We will add all content inside of the blog, and I want to use jumbo method here. Now I'm going to inside of the body, which is I have created. Maybe this one we have clear for now, and here I want to add footer. Okay, so this is basically HTML part, so you hope so you understand. We will print everything inside of the content, yield content. Okay, so now we have the method which is we have the file inside of the resource view blocks index.php. so I want to use extend here. Just check it. I'm going to show you step by step. Okay, inside of the index we have added as a extends, which is a extending this layout.blade.php. now hope so this is now also, and we can also add as a sections, add the red section, and inside the section we can also use a content, and here we have added as a content, and after that you can use this one all content. I will show you everything how this is working. Okay, how this is working I'm showing you. So let's start from here. Okay, so we have here check all blocks, means which we will create everything's in blog. So here I have created as a button which is create blog. Whenever we hit in the create blog, so to create, basically these functions will call create functions will call. Then here we have the message also be button. If anyone hit the submit the button, and we will get the success message, and we will print inside of the this paragraph. Okay, so now we have the table which is we have created for the number of titles, and here title and description and actions, and we will perform here. We can check here the for each loop we are printing here, and here we getting the blocks as a block, and here we have passed from the block, we have passed from here, and you can choose. We have the requested is a, we are printing something here, pages, how many pages is there, something, and we are also using the paginate function. So here you can check here, this is we have created, which is for the show. If anyone hitting show and edit, and here we are also passing for the method which is the delete. Okay, so if you hit this button, we will call directly delete method. Okay, so this is done. We have added here, and for the blocks paginations, just we have added here links. Okay, so now this is clear for my side, and now we have more pages, so I want to use this again for the create, which we will add inside of the create.blade.php, and we have the multiple files we have already created. So this is the create.blade.php. I have added something here. So here what we're doing here, if any errors for the validations I am adding here, so then we have the alert warning, please check input here. If we get any errors, then we are printing everything is here. Okay, so now just a simple process we have created as a from here, and we have created also the route blocks we have added inside of the routes folder, and here we are using store method and store functions, and here we have the method is post, and here we are also using the title, which is the title, and we are also using descriptions and for the text area, and here we have submitted button. Okay, so once this is done, if anyone hitting inside of this page, and then we will call, and here we have the edit.blade.php. I am going to inside of the edit.blade.php we have, you can check here, and let me minimize this one, and here we have edit.blade.php, and you can check we are printing here if anyone hitting everything's error, and here we one second edit.blade.php, and we are printing block title directly. Okay, you are passing from I will also explain you next tutorial. First I just want to show you how this is working, then I will explain you after some time. Okay, so .php, this is also done. Now we need to add our method. Now I am going to run. This is done. I want to create Laravel 7 description, Laravel 7. This is created. Laravel 7 CRUD. If you want to everything is detailed, please comment on comment section. Definitely I will try to explain you in different parts. So I have done this one. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubt, please comment on comment section. Definitely I will try to resolve your query. If you want more video, please comment on comment section which type of video you need. Definitely I will try to make. Thank you for watching.